Tonight for dinner, I made a pepperoni, salami, and a green pepper pizza. I used a fathead dough pizza crust recipe. So in a bowl here, I have 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. I am using the cheese from Costco. And then also in the bowl, I have 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. So I'm going to mix this together, then put it in the microwave for 1 minute. I'm going to give it a good stir, put it back in the microwave for 1 more minute. So meanwhile, I am mixing together the rest of the ingredients. I have 3/4 cup of almond flour, 1 teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. I also have 1 egg ready to go in. So now that cheese mixture is done, I'm going to add in the almond flour mixture and the egg. Now I watched Shelly over at Shelly's Home Life, and she showed a pretty in-depth and detailed instructions of how to make the pizza dough. And so she said you really need to work with the dough very quickly and have all your ingredients ready. So I made sure I followed everything she said, and you guys, this dough came out perfect, and this was the first time I ever made it. So definitely I will have her channel link down below and the video that I watched, and it's perfect. It just turned out great. So she also mentioned that if the dough starts to get too stringy, that you can put it back in the microwave for 1 more minute to soften it up again. I didn't have to do that. Now, since I don't have a round pan, I'm going to make a rectangle pizza. So my pan is lined with parchment paper so it doesn't stick. Now I'm just stretching the crust out, and this dough actually was surprisingly really easy to work with. I didn't have any issues at all. Shelly also gave a tip to make sure you poke the crust all over with a fork so it doesn't bubble up. And then you do want to check it a little bit through and see if it does bubble up anyway, because she showed that hers did. Mine did not. Mine actually did not bubble up at all. So you want to go ahead and pop this into a 425-degree oven for about 8 minutes, and here's what it looks like when it's all done. So I went ahead and made my own pizza sauce. I just used tomato sauce that I added some garlic powder, onion, salt, Italian seasonings, and red pepper flakes to. And then went ahead and added on some mozzarella cheese, and then the toppings of salami, pepperoni, and green peppers. And then I put it back in the oven for about another 5 minutes or so until the cheese was nice and melted. So I was extremely happy with this recipe. I thought the dough was really good. Now it doesn't come out really crisp like pizza dough, so I just want to give you a warning on that. If you're like somebody who likes really crispy pizza, this is definitely not for you. I don't know if there's other recipes out there that it may be a crispier dough, but for me, it was fantastic. I plan on making this very often, if not every single week, because there's so many pizza possibilities out there. So this night for dinner, I made a salsa verde chicken bowl. So first I'm going to go ahead and prep up the cauliflower rice. So in my skillet here, I have some butter. I'm adding in some diced onion and some minced garlic. And I'm going to go ahead and cook this until the onion is softened and just kind of translucent. So while the onion is cooking, I'm also steaming some frozen cauliflower in the microwave so it's ready to go. And now that the onion is all cooked, I'm adding in the cauliflower rice into the skillet. I'm also adding in some cumin, salt, and pepper to that as well. So I'm going to give that a good stir and add in some fresh cilantro, and then I'm going to let that cook for probably about 10 minutes or so until the moisture is pretty much gone. And this makes for just a really fluffy cauliflower rice. It's more like a rice texture. So to assemble the bowls, I'm adding in 1/2 cup of the riced cauliflower. And then I'm adding in 1/2 cup of shredded chicken. I'm just using chicken from a rotisserie chicken that I had. Some avocado, and then I'm going to top that off with some salsa verde sauce. I completely forgot the shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I think it would have been really, really good with the cheese, but it was good without the cheese. So if you forget the cheese, it's okay. I also added on some sour cream and more cilantro, and here you go. So this is definitely a keeper recipe. It was really good. I will be definitely making this again. So tonight for dinner, I had a salad, and I used some of this pulled smoked pork from Costco. This has been one of my favorites for years from Costco. It is so good. I like it without any sauce, but a lot of people will put sauce on there, but I feel like the flavor, it's so good without sauce as well. And I served mine in a salad with some cheese on there, and I also used some homemade ranch dressing and then some of the keto cornbread that I made earlier in the week. I will have that recipe linked above and also down below. And then the last dinner I have to show you is just a taco salad. I had some romaine lettuce in the bowl with some cheddar cheese, some ground beef with homemade taco seasoning, tomatoes, and then I topped that with ranch dressing. Yep, you guys, I absolutely love ranch dressing, especially this homemade ranch dressing that I have, and I love it on taco salads. And before you say that's weird, try it because it is amazing. So as always, I will have all of my recipes linked down below that I have recipes for. I'll also have Shelly's channel link below, as well as that video I was telling you about. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.